that from my brother bands, and I always kept that in my knowledge. Too cool, yeah, he too modest. She tryna get beside us, got it just like Menages, and I'm tryna get gang. She chose, it ain't the same. He cold, I might be faded. I'm gone, but still it never break that code. I hit the studio, hit record. Heard I spit that rock. If you was looking fun, you might find me. She wanted me to, too bad I can't. Remember's money over. Keep your family over. I'ma go hard for my family. I'ma go hard for my dogs. Keep nothing but a honey.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We have another exciting edition of Garden State IAA Hoops for you. I'm Joe Lamy. To my side are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. We'll be seeing the Renfield Foxes play host to the Newark East Eagles.
And at this point in the season, we know that we can expect an intense matchup. The Eagles are a much improved team looking to come into Renfield and take one on the road. It won't be easy, but they have the firepower to make it happen.
And standing in their way will be Connor Rosenberg, the fantastic guard for the Renfield Foxes. He's got size, touch, just about everything. You can bet he'll be a handful for the Eagles.
This beautiful gymnasium will be rocking in no time as the Foxes defend their court against the Eagles. A look at the lineup for Newark East. You have Junior running point guard duties. He's joined by Day in the backcourt. And in the middle, it's going to be Marceda. And the rest of the front court is Lack at the 3 with Zadirko at the 4. Foxes starting with the group of Lee and star sophomore Rosenberg in the backcourt. Joseph and Bishop make up that forward pairing. And it's big Bobby Andrews getting the start at center.
Well, it's been a good start for the season for the Eagles. You can see their confidence grow with each win they notch.
The win helps, but this team knows they have a great roster with the addition of Junior. He's made everyone else better around him, especially with the attention he commands. The body language of this team is completely different than last year.
Now here's Andrews. Here's Rosenberg. That one falls, coming off Robert Andrews' feed.
Here's Andrews making a shrewd feed to the wide open man. He's been well coached to know when to give it away.
Here's Junior. Foxes with the board. And here's the fast break. Lee with it. Now guarded by Junior. And Dave Zadirko with the block.
The work ethic of Zadirko on display. Great job hustling and timing the block just right.
On the wing, Junior, covered by Lee. Pass to Marceda. On the wing, Junior. And good, hitting the back iron and falling.
The quick trigger on Junior tells you what kind of confidence he has. Not afraid to let it fly at any time.
And while every game hasn't been smooth sailing for Newark, one thing you can see from this team is they are improving each game.
And Joe, that's a big credit to both Coach Bishop as well as the senior leadership on Newark. It's been a special year for this group in large part to their hard work.
Offensive rebound. Bishop, good.
Some impressive positioning work by Bishop. He captures the rebound and has the space to put it right back up.
The drive by Junior. Here's Zadirko. And he uses the glass on the layup.
3 of 4 from the floor to start. And that's a good sign.
And here are the Foxes. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Gregory. Bishop. Andrews with it. He's guarded by Marceda. And that one is no good to start off the night for him. Good drive now by Junior. Blocked! First quarter of basketball here, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Lee. And here's Connor Rosenberg for 3. But they recover it. Here's Andrews. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I love when Andrews hustles like this. He's being rewarded for not giving up on the play.
And the Eagles will call time here.
And Coach sees something he wants to bring up to his squad.
He's going to make sure that they're clear on the game plan. And at the high school level, every timeout is a teaching moment.
And Renfield, one of the nicer schools in the area, their community puts a lot of time and effort into the school, and the results are easy to see.
Well, it's one of the more affluent areas in the state, and everybody knows it. Still, it's always nice to see a community rally around their high school and give them the resources they need.
Sheffield, race defending. Pass to Mason. Junior. Kicks it out to Mason. Back to Junior. Foxes with the board. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Madison. Joseph outside. Unable to get the go-ahead bucket. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Eagles are lucky to have Junior, so ready to sacrifice himself on the drive against some stiff defense.
No good at the free throw line. Good on the second free throw. Here's Roberts.
And with Renfield, they care quite a bit about their athletics. Tons of money from donations have found their way to the school. They have a lot to show for. For it.
Swing to Madison. Ducey. And it's going to be 2 free throws through the contact on the shot. It's on Quinn Mason. These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And we're here in the second quarter. A hitter under 2.5 minutes played. Back to Marceda. Yes, it's good. And with Renfield from the gym to their uniforms, you can usually count on everything being state of the art.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't want to play here? It feels like a country club. And as a result, a lot of potential standout athletes will try and get into Renfield's district just because of how nice the facilities are.
Here's Rosenberg. That one falls, coming off Robert Andrews' feed.
After having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around this quarter.
Junior with it, and Andrews picks him up defensively. Now Junior, right side. Back to Lack. Kennedy outside. Pass to Junior. Now Zadirko. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. And while Coach Bishop did play ball himself in high school, he wasn't a standout athlete.
I remember hearing about him playing, very much of a game manager type of guard. Coach didn't try to do too much with him. He had strong fundamentals and overachieved given his lack of athleticism. Pretty much exactly what you wanted a coach.
Now here's Bishop. He's got 5. Pass to Rosenberg. Let's go with the 3. Marceda pulls it in. The Eagles trailing. And he lobs it up towards the rim. Back to Junior. And he hits it to tie the game up.
You can't allow Junior to get comfortable from there. Once he does, he goes to work.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lee with it. Now guarded by Junior. That one doesn't go either for Connor Rosenberg. Well, everything's working for them at the offensive end right now.
Yeah, good play calling and even better execution.
Now, having picked up a couple fouls early, he's forcing his coach to have to make a decision.
Here's Junior. The putback. Gregory pulls it in. The Foxes on offense. They've only given up 6 here in the quarter. Rosenberg, right side. Ben Bishop from outside. Doesn't go for him. And that'll do it for the first half. This one's tied. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And the second half getting started. Brentfield playing host to Newark East here on Garden State IAA Sports. Now here's Day.
And the center for this team, Robert Andrews, who his teammates call Big Bobby Andrews, is a looming presence for them in the paint.
And even though he's a high schooler, a lot of fans will describe Andrews as having old man strength. He's just very difficult to move or get an edge on with his deceptive brawn.
Inside, Bishop gets a little tangled up with a foul, but keeps his focus and is able to get the shot off at least.
Bishop. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
And it's the Eagles with the ball. They trail by 1. On the wing, Junior, guarded by Rosenberg. There's a lob to the hoop. And the ball out of play. The Foxes will have it.
Just can't afford turnovers like that one.
Here's Lee. It's Ben Bishop on the wing. Andrews back to Bishop. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's a great play by Bishop there, being aggressive on offense and finding a way to draw the foul. Well, he's already the star of this team, and he's only a sophomore. Connor Rosenberg expected to do big things for the Foxes this year and the next 2 after.
And for Rosenberg, the shooting is his trademark, but he's also got a good amount of burst with the ball in his hands.
It gives you everything you ask for from a wing player. It's a long ways away, but Rosenberg seems destined to play college ball at a big-name school.
Connor Rosenberg on the wing. Andrews. Outside, Lee. Outside, Bishop. Back to Lee. Bishop, defended by Lack. To the paint. And that one's good for Lee.
The Foxes, Ben Bishop with a smooth pass, showing some great court awareness and finding the opening.
Timeout called by the Eagles. And they made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Oh, I'm down by fucking 11 now.
They're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
It's the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and finding a way to get to the line.
Pass to Marceda. Goes
Come on,
back up,
put it in there.
and
There
he
you
sinks
go.
the layup.
The Eagles need this from Marceda at center, fighting hard to win boards and finish the play strong.
So it's Brentfield now.
And let's talk Bishop on the Fox. He was the star of the team before Rosenberg stepped up onto varsity, but he's still a very valuable contributor.
And for a kid his age, you have to applaud the way he stepped aside to let Rosenberg do his thing. That's not always easy to do when you're a teenager, but Bishop's put the team first and shown great senior leadership.
Pass to Mason. Over Joseph. Shot's good by Mason.
Fantastic read by Junior. You see him picking up the game more and more out there.
To the left side. And here is Madison. Back to Joseph. Shoots over Marceda. A quick look. No good that time. Junior left side. Sheffield defended by Joseph. Pass to Junior. Evans back to Junior. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Sweet. Love this dish by Evans to the wide open man. Those solid fundamentals will serve him well next year as a senior.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Ducey. And the layup is good.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, and they're sticking to the high percentage shots. Playing smart with the lead.
And with Junior, it's easy to see the natural athletic.
Come on, catch the ball.
He was a great football player, and that fluidity translates to the hardwood well for him.
Outside Roberts. Lou Grace from beyond the arc. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter of play, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Students, if you have a pass.
Well, the fourth quarter getting going here. Great matchup so far between the Eagles and the Foxes in this one. Here's Rosenberg. Joseph outside. Pass to Lee. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, Lee's agility, allowing him to find a way through the contact. Manages to get to his shot and finish strong.
A drive by Junior. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot two. It's going to go on Troy Lee. And the first one drops. And the Fox is making a change here. And he can't hit the second one. And with Rosenberg, you have to be careful of his shot. He owns a very quick and deadly release.
His shooting motion, though, it just looks so easy, doesn't it? One of the best shooters in the state, and it's hard to believe that he's just a sophomore.
A huge day on the glass for a player who's giving up a lot of size to the big guys out there.
And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And that sends Junior to the free throw line. It's going to go on Troy Lee.
Growing up in Newark has its perks. Junior got to hone his skills on the hard courts, not too far away in New York City. And playing in those pickup games is great experience for a young player.
Rosenberg with the ball. Guarded by Zadirko. Rosenberg's shot is off.
He hasn't been able to bring much on the offensive side, but they've been able
Man,
to
make a shot, bro.
The Fox is leading. Outside, Bishop. Pass to Andrews. Lee. Rosenberg, left side. Lee, covered by Junior. Andrews with it. Now here's Rosenberg. Again, the miss by the Foxes.
His mojo is out of whack. Offensively, he just can't get anything going for him.
Well, when you play this game, sometimes cold streaks like this are unavoidable.
Yep, that one goes. And Junior, as many of you know, is the son of Duke, one of the largest figures in Newark hoops history.
And I don't know why Junior waited so long to get into the game of basketball, but I bet his father would be elated now that he's on the floor. Duke was a legend in the area, and Junior would be lucky to have that same kind of impact.
Mason, and he gets contact and a whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up right now. And there's the foul against Renfield. And he knocks down the first one.
They came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical approach than they had in the first half.
And that helps their game. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to come back in this game.
Pass to Andrews. Back to Rosenberg. No good. Unable to end this run. To the middle. Here's Mason. And he floats it in.
Go.
Easy deuce. Credit the assist on that one.
Mason embraces these possessions. He wants the ball in his hands, not shying away from these important shots.
And a foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Eagles.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Now Lee. Gregory. To Dirko covering. Back to Lee. Andrews. And that comes off the assist by Troy Lee.
An authoritative shot by Andrews gives the Foxes a much-needed boost. They are so lucky to have him for another season.
Rosenberg with the ball.
What, I'm injured? What?
High post try. Bullseye.
This is Rosenberg's role. He's out there to score, and he shoots the ball as much as possible.
And here's Junior outside. It's off. And that'll do it for us in this one. Renfield is able to defend their home court despite a fantastic effort from Junior and the rest of the team.
Well, I think the difference tonight was Connor Rosenberg. You take him out of this lineup, and the Eagles are able to walk away with the win tonight.
That may be true, Danny, but we just didn't see enough from the Eagles starting group. I expected some bigger games from some of the players, but ultimately, the Foxes just had more to give tonight.
And the Foxes get the win, and with that, we'll say goodbye. I'm Joe Lamy, and on behalf of Drake Hugo and Danny, have a good evening, everyone.
Hey, easy now.
It's okay, coach. It's that foul when I was playing. Just tweaked it at the end there.
It's good to check out all the same, man.
I'm injured. Fuck.
Archie?
Hey. Oh, take it easy, boy. Slow down.
So how am I doing now?
You show some things. Got some good tape to show the right people.
D1 people?
Yeah, it's a step. You show some upside, but you still got to step it up. 2 games is still just a small sample size, but it could get the recruiters in the gym. Then you seal your deal, assuming that's okay.
Yeah, it's just a sprain.
Something to eat on me. Hola, linda. Como you?
Ay.
Yeah.
Ay,
This
get
time
it.
I'm working
Ay,
with this kid. Been working with this one.
Ay, that's Junior. Me dá um braço.
She said you better go over there and give her a hug. She remembers when you were a baby.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you.
Please, sit on the house. Obrigada.
Yeah, man. Photos on these walls. Man, y'all knew. I never knew that, man.
Yeah, he sacrificed a lot for you and your mom. That's why I wonder if he would have been in the...
Look, I'm gonna stop you right there, all right? This is not gonna be a situation where you start becoming my mentor and giving me all type of life advice, all right? Look, I'm not a victim. I don't got no daddy issues. The man you knew is just not the man I knew. That's all.
So what about the next game?
Coach just wants me to sit until I get healthy.
I agree. Isn't the game after the next one the big invitational at the Barclays?
His family moved to New Orleans when we were 12.
Y'all still talk?
Yeah, here and there on social.
His name is #1 on every board that matters. But your timeline is short. If you don't got 5 guys like me knocking at your door, I'm probably your only chance. Look, I loved your father like a brother. And if I was struggling, he was always there for me. When he passed, I didn't think that I would have a chance to repay him. Maybe this is my shot. So please, just think about it, all right? Get back to me.
Yo, Archie, hold up. Yo, I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I won't let you down.
Man, give me that ball, man. Wasting my time. Make your move when you got it. You got the angle. Take the step. Commit.
You got me, fine.
Wasting my
let's go.
time. I got you. I got you. That's what you got to say?
What do you expect me to say?
I don't want you to say. I want you to stop putting in the work. Put in the work, Junior. I worked so hard on my step back, the heels on my Jordans unraveled. I gave my heart, my last breath to my team. Everyone I played for in Australia.
Yeah, I heard the story before, Pop. It's getting
But
old.
you're not listening. You got it all figured out now? Why, because you got a little bit of talent because you put in a little bit of work? You're going to get old, football player. You'll see. You can cut your... Get your head in the game, check ball. Face up. Pick an A.
Trainer says if you play in the next game and the knee doesn't get worse, you'd be probably 60, 70% for the Invitational next week. If you sit out, you'll be 100%.
And if I can play, I'm gonna play.
I want to win games too, but I'm taking the decision out of your hands.
Wait, Coach, you
You're
can't.
sitting. I protect my players no matter what, even from themselves. It's too important for your health and your future. End of story.
grinding, hustling it. Hey. Let's get the money, bands, the racks, the cash, whatever it's called. Let's get it all. These haters, these lions, these snakes, these. Show this lot of ball. Let's get the paper, the skrilla, the loot, the guap, whatever it's called. Let's get it all. These haters. Remembers money over. Keep your family over. Let's get the money, bands, the racks, the cash, whatever it's called. Let's get it all. These haters, these lions, these snakes, these. Show this lot of ball. Let's get the paper, the skrilla, the loot, the guap, whatever it's called. Let's get it all. These haters, these lions, these snakes, these. Show this lot of ball. Mama mad because son ain't go to college. I told her, mama, let's not worry, cause I got it. Money is the object. I gotta stay on top. I learned that from my brother Benz, and I always kept that in my knowledge. Too cool, yeah, he too modest. To a hater. For the city, show this lot of ball. Let's get the money.
Hello and welcome to another presentation of Garden State IAA Hoops. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. Tonight, the Newark East Eagles are going up against the North High Dragons. Danny, your thoughts on this one?
Well, the big story tonight, Junior is not in the lineup. We don't know what his status is for the entire game, but he was spotted in street clothes. Overall, a huge blow to the Eagles.
There's the... And the Eagles look to make something happen. And that pass is airmailed and thrown out of bounds.
Oh, that can't feel good. The Eagles look really sloppy here early. This could be a long night for them.
And he controls it up top. More. Backdoor cut. Easy look. And he missed it. How'd that not go in?
Devastating miss right there. The Eagles can't get anything going.
And the ball's knocked loose. Here the Dragons go the other way. A 2-on-1, and they'll finish with easy bucket.
Newark just looks lost, Joe, without Junior in the lineup.
The clock runs out, and we are heading to halftime. It's the Dragons, up by 10, and we step aside now for a short break. Stay with us.
That the East Men's Wrestling is currently unavailable for use.
All right, fellas. Here's the deal. We're getting blown out right now. You're out played, out hustled, out worked. All right? Second half, I don't care what happens. I want you to play hard every possession. All right? This ball, rebound, play D every possession. Get some stops. All right? Now we can work ourselves back into this. Yeah, you one play at a time, all right? Sounds good. Getting better? Let's do this. That was hard to watch out there. Hey, y'all, huddle up. Y'all playing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. This ain't over yet.
Let's go.
Settle down. We talked about this. You need to keep that knee in check.
Nah, I'm good to go, coach. It's my choice.
Okay?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Win on 3. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. All right, you guys. Come on, let's huddle up. Let's huddle up. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Dude, that injured? He can't even walk, bro.
One at a time. Let's turn this thing around right now. Go time on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go time.
And so it's North High with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest lead of the game.
Well, without a doubt, the star of this North High team is Sean Powell. Already going to a major college next season on scholarship. He can do so much.
The drive by Junior. The fader. Zadirko. Nice persistence to put it back up and in.
The Eagles need this from Marceda at center, fighting hard to win boards and finish the play strong.
Pass to Powell. Back to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. Well, he's the tallest member of the Dragons, but they like him at power forward. Very fluid mover who can attack in multiple ways.
It's true. At the next level, they'll probably slot him as a 3 or a bit of a tweener forward, but he's got great talent and form on his shot, and the sky is the limit for this kid.
0 for 3 coming out of halftime. Slow start.
And he lays it straight in.
And they've begun this half 3 of 4 from the field. Great start.
North High leading. Up top, it's Coral. He's guarded by Marceda. And here's Sean Powell from the arc. And it's the Dragons missing again. Well, everything's working for them at the offensive end right now.
Yeah, good play calling and even better execution.
Junior left side. Pass to Zadirko, and he gets it to go.
And Junior playing on a weakened knee. You just wonder how long he's going to be able to last out there. Surely they'll want to take precaution with him.
Stauffer with the ball. Zadirko's there. Here's Junior. Yes! And the foul! Charles Williams picks one up.
Not much resistance inside.
They're getting outworked and overpowered in there.
And with the injury Junior is trying to play through, I believe he picked it up at the end of last game.
Yeah, it seemed like an innocuous play where he felt a strange sensation in his knee. Unfortunately, it just hasn't gone away and nagged him since.
Timeout called by the Dragons.
He's been aggressive in creating his own shot so far, but it hasn't been falling. Probably time for him to devote all that energy to getting other folks involved.
The Dragons trail. And this backcourt of the Dragons featuring a pair of juniors, William and Dillard. A lot of talent there, but they can get a bit sloppy at times.
Yeah, they're a bit of the wild card factor for this team. You're not exactly sure what you're going to get. Everyone knows Powell is the star, but often the barometer for this school is just how under control the backcourt tandem can play.
Pass to Williams. Shot to stop the drought. Brothers grabs the miss. Outside, Lack. Junior, defended by Williams. And a misfire there from Junior. I wonder if that leg is still bothering him. knocked loose. Stolen by Williams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Driving to the basket with force. Williams doing a great job forcing the issue there.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Charles Williams taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits one and then misses the second attempt from the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
Junior up top. Pass to Brothers. Evans. Mason. Hawkins covering. Down low. Junior. And that's off the glass and in.
And the starting small forward for the Dragons, Reese Jones. Coming off an MCL injury over summer, but athleticism has never been his game.
Yeah, he's always played a bit taller than he actually is. He can give you a little bit of everything, and you hope that that leg holds up the rest of this season. This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass can compensate for a lot of deficiencies. And you look at the story defensively, they've regressed somewhat in the second half, a little too casual for my liking, and I see they're paying for it.
Outside, it's Williams. Swings it to Gibson. Over Day. It's hauled in by Mason.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
Good!
When you give up this many looks inside, it's no wonder you're on the wrong side of a run.
Yeah, some of it is good offense, but I need to see more of it. Effort from them defensively.
Here's Jones. Gibson up top. Outside, it's Williams. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Junior with the block.
On defense, Junior can get very tenacious. Here he manages to completely shut the shooter down with a big block.
They're starting to grow a little lead here, hoping to really catch fire.
Yeah, if they can keep this momentum rolling, they could pull ahead in a big way.
Inside, deflects the pass. There's Charles Williams with the 3. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Eagles.
Shouldn't have used that. Fuck.
Well, as the fourth quarter gets going, you look at this game. Both teams will make a substitution. Pearl with it. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And with the way that Junior has burst onto the scene, there's some talk going around that he's going to get offers to play at the next level.
And he's got such raw talent. There's no doubt about that. But every college can see the ceiling Junior has and wants to get him.
And the Eagles will call time here.
Well, he just wants to get everyone in sync.
I like the timeout here. Get everyone together, make any.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played just about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Zaderko. Back to Junior from past the arc. And Junior can't connect there. The knee could still be an issue. And here's Dillard. Stauffer. And here's Coral. with the floater. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses, and will go for two. And the foul called on the Eagles. And he gets both of them. The Eagles with the lead. Junior inside. Defended by Williams. Here's Junior. Solid defense from Jack Coral. Well, throughout this season, Junior has been playing in the shadow of his dad. Duke was just a huge figure in the basketball community of this area.
And that's been an added layer to his success. Following his father's footsteps after his passing, Junior's story is one that you could see in a documentary one day.
One shot.
And it's a two-possession game now, thanks to the and one. Aggressive play to get to the line, and nice job converting the free throw.
Now Coral takes the three. They get it back. Buries it. And he's brought him within 2 points.
Yeah, Dillard delivers a big shot when the Dragons need it most. Able to keep his cool and drain it despite the pressure.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Two-possession game now. Some very important free throws right there.
Critical time for them to end this ball game.
Yeah, no mistakes acceptable.
Timeout called by the Dragons. And so it's North High with the ball. And here's Jack Coral for three. It's hauled in by the Eagles. And that's an intentional foul.
Mandatory foul at this point.
Yep, you got to stop the clock, and you've got to regain possession.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
It's funny to think that not too long ago, Junior wasn't even thinking about basketball. He was focused on football. It's obvious now that he made a good call to switch to hoops.
And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up by 5. And so he drops both of them, and it's a 6-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. Even though he's little compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some tall work on those boards.
And there it is, the comeback is complete. What an amazing effort from the Newark East Eagles to fight their way back and steal a game that looked lost at half.
Oh, totally. Credit the fans for keeping the Eagles in this game, staying energetic. But the story of the game has to be Junior, fighting his way through injury to lead his team in the second half.
I'll tell you what, the amount of heart that Junior showed in this game, the passion he played with when he clearly wasn't at his best, that's something you rarely see in any sport.
Reminds you a bit of the passion his dad played with. And for that, that'll do it for us tonight. An amazing comeback win for the Eagles. I'm Joe Lamy saying thank you for watching another broadcast of Garden State IAA Sports. We hope to see you again.
Yeah, baby. God, I love watching you. Enjoy the moment, Junior. You'll never forget it. Yeah, thanks, Arch. Now remember, rice it, okay? Rest, ice, compress, and elevate the knee. No doubt all week, baby. Hey. You focus on the invitation. That's all that matters now. Enjoy your night, baby. You earned it. Thanks, Arch. Remember, rice it. Woo-hoo!
It's that simple. Ballin',